I'm here. And that's point blank. I'm here. I lived. And I'm happy to be alive.
That's Alicia Waters. Last night we aired my interview with her, showing how she's adjusting to her new life. Nearly a year ago, her estranged husband followed her to work, shot her 5 times, then killed himself. And now she's restricted to a wheelchair. Her family is really struggling. There are many things that they direly need to properly take care of her. Very expensive medical bills keep coming in. And this morning we're talking with Alicia's mother, Tammy, to see how they're all adjusting nearly a year later. Tammy, thanks so much for coming in. So during that interview, Alicia vividly recalls what happened to her that day. You said it's a day that you'll never forget.
No, I will never forget it. I just felt real uneasy that day because I couldn't get a hold of her. And then I got called into my boss's office, and my boss had told me just point blank that he shot her. I didn't know what kind of condition she was in. I didn't know what we was going to be looking at.
What was running through your mind when she said that to you?
Just that I needed to get in touch with my family. You know, my son's in the Navy, he's in Hawaii, and you know, all my kids are very close. Just all the people I needed to talk to and get in touch with, and my boss wouldn't let me drive myself to the hospital that day. She drove me. So
when you got to the hospital, they told you that your daughter was probably never going to walk again. I mean, what did you think?
It was like you're living in a nightmare, you know. Still to this day, I wake up every morning and think, you know, I'm back to my normal life, and it's never going to be like that again. It's very hard. Alicia requires a lot of care. Everything that the normal everyday person takes for granted, her activities of daily living, brushing her hair, brushing her teeth, feeding herself, you know, we have to do that for her.
You used to have a full-time job. I mean, now you work basically 2 days a week, right?
I work 3 days a week.
Okay.
I'm still on a full-time schedule, but because of the private duty nursing costs, I can't work a full schedule. I can't work the 40 hours anymore.
When we spoke last week, you told me, I mean, obviously, I mean, this is really overwhelming. How do you deal with it?
Well, it's always there. Sometimes I just walk outside and, you know, be by myself for a few minutes. But it's always on your mind from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you go to bed at night. Some days are better than others. I don't know what I'd do if Alicia didn't have such a good spirit. I think she keeps us going because she does have such a good spirit and a willingness to walk. She tells everybody she will walk again.
I mean, Alicia is so positive, so brave, so courageous. And what I really admired about her is that she's so focused now on getting this legislation to go through. I mean, tell me how proud you are of her.
Oh, definitely. We have the bill. It's called Alicia's bill. And I'm very proud of her. I mean, she has a website called Aid for Alicia, and you can find all the information on there. We are still seeking signatures for the petition to change the law, so it includes stalking via text, email, or social media, because that's what he did. He texted her 186 times in a 2-week period and kept calling her at work. And that wasn't recognized when she went before the judge for the domestic violence order.
Yeah, they did not grant that protective order for her. But really quickly, we have 30 seconds left, and we really want to talk about this fundraiser coming up. That's this Saturday, right? It's running all day, correct?
Correct. It's going to be a good time. Registration for the motorcycle run is at 10 o'clock. Kickstand's up at 12, and they're on the road, and then the after party starts at 4:30. We got raffles, split the pot, live music, 2 bands. It's going to be a good time. Yeah, and Alicia's going to be there.
Alicia's going to be there, and any money that can come your way will significantly help you guys. I know you said you need a transportation car, handicapped accessible transportation car. You also need a shower chair, all of these things, mounting medical bills. So please, if you can help them in any way, please come out. Tammy, love meeting you and your family, seriously.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.